Welcome, everyone, to the NBA live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And our sideline reporter is Doris Burke. Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here, presented by our good friends at State Farm. First for the Warriors, Monte and Curry in the backcourt. And the big man filling the paint, Andris Biedrins. They utilize his abilities to maintain that presence under the rim. Then it's Terrell Wright, and it's Lee in at the power forward. And for Milwaukee, Jennings out there with Steven Jackson. And it's Andrew Bogut patrolling the middle. He's a big part of that presence down low. Then there's Carlos Delfino, and it's Mbah a Moute in at the 4.
You know, the story with Milwaukee last year was a team that just struggled to score the ball, Kevin. I mean, nobody was able to consistently put it in the basket for them.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Curry dishes to Ellis. Steven Jackson covering. For the 3. That's good. And Clark, on that note, only $6 in double-digit scoring averages last year, with Jennings, the fleet-footed Jennings, topping the list at 16.
You know, it was just the fact that the top scorer was only at 16 a game.
Yeah, and Jennings was shooting about 40%, so that's part of the problem. He takes a lot of shots. He doesn't always make them. So usually you need your top scorers to be high-percentage shooters. It allows you to get back defensively, and it allows you to really be able to count on somebody night after night.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Mark Jackson. At this point, we know what works for us and what doesn't in terms of our scoring options. Now it comes down to our ability to execute and not let the defense dictate what we're trying to do. Guys?
Thanks for filling us in there, Doris. Thank you so much. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And I agree. I mean, a good call, I think. Try to get into a rhythm early and get everybody involved, let everybody touch it, and go from there.
Yes, exactly, Clark. You got to establish a few different scoring options as soon as possible. Get everyone involved and find that pace, that groove you're looking for as a team.
Well, it was another tough season, Kevin, for Biedrins. I mean, a year ago, the scoring and rebounding rates dropped off 2 seasons in a row, and he stayed relatively healthy. I mean, his confidence has to be shaken right now.
Bogut, that's good. Here's Curry. Ellis outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Ellis has got 5 points so far. Well, Clark, part of the issue for Biedrins has been his difficulties at the free throw line. 2 seasons ago, remember this, Steve? A record low percentage at 16%.
Yeah, and again, last year, Kevin, near the bottom of the league in percentage, about 32%. And the problem there is when you're afraid to go to the line as a big man, especially, you lose your aggressiveness. And Biedrins with, I think, a lot more potential than what he's shown production-wise the last couple of seasons.
Here is Jennings. Here's Delfino. Now Wright defending. Here's Jackson. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. He has 5.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Curry against Jennings. Jennings against Curry. And Jennings picks him up defensively. Shot clock at 6. From 17 feet out. They get the rebound. And the jam by David Lee. Here is Jennings. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Delfino. He's guarded by Ellis. Now Delfino fires from the corner, and he didn't quite get enough under that one. Even numbers. Curry against Mbamute. Here's Ellis. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds.
A few things you know you're going to get with the Scott Skiles coach team. Tough defense, tough-mindedness, fundamentals are going to be demanded. That was a formula to work for the Bucks in their playoff run in 2010, but they need to find some offense now.
Lewis Amundsen, who's checked in for the Warriors. Bucks trail by 6. Outside Jackson. Amute, a screen on right. Delfino kicks to Jennings. Guarded by Kerr. Beyond the arc. And Brandon Jennings with the 3. Jennings has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Back to Skiles. Unfortunately, last year they were just okay in those areas. But, Steve, they just had a horrible offense.
They were very good defensively, Kevin, but they just could not score. And I think that's the big challenge this year for the Bucks if they're going to get back into the playoffs. They've got to find a way to get easy baskets offensively.
And a great start offensively.
Yeah, they've come out strong. I mean, really scoring and playing with confidence.
Ellis against Jackson. Outside Jennings. Back to Jackson. From past the arc. No good. So the Warriors take it the other way. Delfino with the steal. And Curry picks him up defensively. Now here's Jennings. Outside Jackson. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. 8 points for Steven Jackson.
And right now, he can do no wrong. Everything's working for him this quarter.
Up top, Curry. He's guarded by Jennings. Delfino with the steal.
And nice swipe there. You could see his eyes get wide open when he saw the opportunity to take the ball.
And Mbamute can't get it to go.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure.
Check it out here again with the Sprite Slam Cam.
Well, that's a dunk you will not see very often. You won't pass that one by.
No doubt about that.
I wish he would, though. You can never see too many of those.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, I mean, Darrell Wright is absolutely in love with his pump fake, but he should be. He's a three-point shooter, so the pump fake is a useful weapon for him. He uses it often because it continues to work.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Mbamute. Free throw drops for Wright. And Clark, you mentioned Wright's pump fake, and Stevie sells it so well, defenders still leave their feet against it.
Yeah, I like Darrell Wright and the improvement that he's made with that jump shot. And when you can knock down threes like he can, that pump fake becomes an added weapon for sure.
Clock at 6. They set the screen. Off the pick. Can't get it to go. Now Golden State takes it the other way. About 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Pulls it up. Curry. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Boy, he had a great look at that, but really good defense contesting that shot.
Outside Jennings. Jackson. Drops it in from 12 feet. Jackson's got 10 points.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's having.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And the Warriors have had very little success over the last 15 years or so, but they've got new ownership in place. So there's hope. They've got some good young talent. They've manufactured their cap situation, and they're trying to bring in as many good players as possible. I think this has a chance to be an excellent franchise.
Warriors making the switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Ellis. He has 5. Strong thoughts there, Steve. Ironically for the Warriors, some of the best moves the Warriors have made recently didn't involve a trade at all. Like Monte Ellis, for instance, Clark. He was supposedly going to Memphis.
Kevin, you're exactly right. I mean, sometimes the best move is no move, and they need to keep adding talent, but you got to manage your money wisely. You got to be smart and creative. If you're going to trade away a key player, you better make sure you get significant value in return.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Bogut. The jump hook. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Well, everyone seems to have the hot hand here early on.
You know, if they keep up this scoring pace, we'll definitely see some big point totals from both of these teams.
Ellis draws the double. There's Williams with the 3. Gets it to go.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
Jackson, he's guarded by Williams. Outside Jennings. And it's off from three-point range. Warriors leading by 5. Ellis outside. Lee against Bogut. Outside Williams. Over Ilyasova. Again, Golden State. Here's Jennings. About 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, the Warriors have always played a very exciting style, but it hasn't translated well to the road. In fact,
and the Bucks with some changes. Drew Gooden is checked in for Delfino, and it's Udrich in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Udrich. Feeds to Jackson. Williams picks him up. Passes it to Udrich. Straight up. And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist by Gooden. 6 points for Bogut. Here's Ellis. He's got 5. The feed to Lee. Right side, Lee. Over Gooden. The offensive rebound. Here's Almanson. Again, Golden State.
You know, they've really built the lead on their inside game and their ability to convert second chance opportunities, Kevin.
Here's Udrich. Outside Jackson. Right on him. Right against Jackson. 5 on the clock. Changes up. They rule this one goaltended. Help the shot.
he's just been dominant, trying to dig his team out of the hole.
Some changes for Golden State. Andres Biedrins is checked in for Amundsen. Udo comes in for David Lee. And Steph Curry subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here's Curry. He's guarded by Udrich. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Gooden.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, because you know if you continue to give up open looks like that, you're in big trouble.
Jackson, a screen on Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Udrich. There's the triple. A second chance effort. Gooden. And the layup is good. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
Boy, every time they drop it in, they do so from close range. Easy baskets.
Yeah, high percentage looks time and time again, guys, and it's paying off for them. The way they're playing this game, I like their strategy.
Williams kicks to right, takes the three. The rebound by the Bucks. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. Jackson passes to Udrih. Williams picks him up. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Dishes it to Jackson. Curry meets him. Here's Ilyasova. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
A terrific pass there by Steven Jackson.
Outside Curry. Left side Williams. Steven Jackson covering. Williams dishes to right. Right, left side. Jackson knocks it loose.
It's clear they had one thing on their mind when they came out of the gate today. Rebound.
Yeah, and they've opened up the game with a pretty good margin in that area. Great sign for this club.
And here is Curry. Steven Jackson covering. Curry gets the bucket. And the Warriors lead by 2. Here's Udrih, trailing by 2. And that's not going to go. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Warriors lead by 2.
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that. It can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
Don't go away. We'll see you in a moment. Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Here's Udrih. Kicks to Gooden. Pass to Jennings. He dishes it to Udrih. And Curry picks him up defensively. Jennings for 3. Another shot. Ellis knocks it away. The Warriors leading. He's guarded by Jennings. From the arc. Goes right up. And Udo with the stuff.
Boy, he really muscled his way to that rebound, guys, didn't he?
He sure did, and then hammered it right back in there.
Well, that's the importance of offensive rebounding. What could have been a failed possession turned into 2 points.
Here's Udrih, guarded by Kerr. Jennings kicks to Gooden. Over Biedrins. No good. Now Golden State takes it the other way. Jennings knocks it loose. Bucks trail by 4. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, Steph and Curry grew up mostly playing shooting guard, but he knows he has to be a point guard at the NBA level. And to do that, he said this: I have to learn how to manage the game and get my teammates involved. I still have a lot to learn in that regard. It's a lot to process. The game's so fast. But that's what the great point guards do. They make the right play every time. Read the defense and get the ball where it needs to go. It's a tough elite group to try to crack into, but I've got a lot of time to learn, and I'm still trying to get better. Hopefully I can.
Odd for a player his age to carry, but he seems like he's ready. Thanks, Doris. Picked up by Ellis. Jennings passes to Delfino. He passes to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 5. Shoots it up. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. Ilyasova's got 5. And here is Curry. The dish to Biedrins. Here's Ellis. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Udo gets the bucket.
what a great look to find him inside like that. I mean, that's the way to find him when you're ready to score, guys.
Outside Jennings. Here's Udrich, guarded by Curry. Good. That's good. And it's Udrich with the assist that time.
That time he found a gap in the defense to turn that one into a very easy jump shot, a warm-up jumper, if you will.
Timeout called the Warriors. Andrew Bogut checked in for the Bucks. Jackson comes in for Beno Udrich. Then for the Warriors, Al Thornton's checked in for Williams. And Darrell Wright has subbed in for Steph Curry. Here is Udo. He's guarded by Jennings. The jump hook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. It goes on Brandon Jennings. Again, the strong inside game and the second chance points quickly becoming a factor.
Kevin, it's absolutely the biggest factor in the game right now.
That free throw, no good.
Guys, I thought Milwaukee did a pretty decent job at home, despite not being a high-octane offensive team. 22 and 19 at home, respectable.
And he's good on the second. Well, back to the Bucks at home. They won games here, but just didn't score a whole lot in the process.
Yeah, they were last in home scoring in the NBA as well as field goal percentage. But this is a team that really has a defensive identity, and they were able to scrap and claw and just kind of figure out a way to win games at home.
And the basket by Jackson. Here's Ellis. He's got 5. He feeds it to Wright. There's the double team with Bogut. Ellis against Jennings. Bunny shot. And the basket by Thornton. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Kevin, I don't know if there's a more gifted scorer in the league than Monte Ellis. At 6'3", he's slippery, he's explosive, and he's always confident.
Here's Delfino. He's guarded by Thornton. And there's Jennings. That's good on the assist by Delfino. 6 points for Brandon Jennings. Here's Ellis. Going back to Monte Ellis' scoring ability, Clark, he and Steph Curry, the highest scoring backcourt in the NBA last season. Steve, they can both really fill it up.
Well, they're both so talented in terms of either handling the ball or playing off of it. They can both score, they can both create, and really a dynamic duo in that backcourt. Fun to watch them play together.
Here's Ellis. Feeds it to Biedrich. Jackson against Wright. 6 to shoot. Guarded by Jackson.
What a great signing for Golden State, getting Darrell Wright as a free agent last season. He had a terrific year, became a big-time three-point threat.
Free throw drops for Wright. And back to Wright for a second. You know, his signing, I thought Clark flew under the radar a bit, but he was a big factor for Golden State with his play outside.
Yeah, another one of those guys, you weren't quite sure of what his game was, floundered a little bit, but found a home out in Golden State and had a major role with the Warriors, and now is a confident scorer, particularly from the three-point line.
And, you know, he's been around success. He was on that 2006 Miami Heat championship team as a young kid.
Excellent point, Kevin. And seeing that and seeing how that organization operates, that's a nice foundational piece for a young player.
Ellis with it. He's got 5. Thornton dishes to Wright. Stolen by Jackson.
And look at how quickly he got his hands in the way of that pass.
Over Thornton. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wright's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Ellis. Drew Gooden grabs the miss. Milwaukee in the lead. Outside Jackson. Bogut. Great ball movement. Deep 2 from Jennings. The rebound by Monte Ellis. Ellis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Steven Jackson covering. 3-pointer Wright. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 5th assist in this one.
You know, Mark Jackson signed on with the Warriors this last summer. He could be a fit for them with his background as a pass-first point guard. He certainly talks like a coach when you hear him analyze games.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, getting back to Mark Jackson for a minute, you know, his ability to mentor those young guards.
Mute's checked in for Bogut. Ilyasova comes in for Drew Gooden. And it's Dooling in for Carlos Delfino. And then for Golden State, it was Amundsen. He's checked in for Beadridge. Lee comes in for Udo. And Steph Curry subbed in for Monte Ellis. Here is Jennings. He's got 9. And Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Jackson. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got 3 assists in the game. The Warriors trailing. Now Curry. And Thornton kicks to Lee. Wright, he's covered by Dooling. Wright outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Thornton. From the top of the key, he buries it. Thornton's got his 2nd basket. Now here's Jennings. Right side Jennings. And Curry picks him up defensively. Curry with the defensive effort.
That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, so confident is owner Joe Lacob that he has signed a contract with the Golden State Warriors fans. His goals include reaching the playoffs and having an all-star. And if these goals are not met, the fans will receive gifts and ticket price changes for each goal not met. A unique strategy, to be sure, guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll see how many of those goals they meet.
Yeah, you talk about backing up your talk. I mean, fans have to appreciate that gesture from the Warriors brass.
And he can't get the first one.
You know, Lou Amundsen, an athletic energy big man out of UNLV, when he's healthy, he's a demon on the backboards and defensively. A fractured finger slowed him down a little bit last year.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Milwaukee. He hits the second from the line. You said it about Lou Amundsen there, Clark, for a guy with a rough-and-tumble game. Actually, pretty book-smart, an avid reader. He studied philosophy and English at UNLV and graduated with very high honors. Steve, very impressive.
Yeah, and I had him in Phoenix when I was general manager there, and I loved having him on that team. The high energy, what he brought to the defensive side of the ball on a nightly basis, a player who can make a big impact in a game right away. Tell you what, things just aren't bouncing his way this quarter.
Here's Dooling. Now right defender. And Dooling kicks to Bogut. He's against Amundsen. Takes the turnaround J. Nice shot by Bogut. Bogut's got 8 points.
Well, you've got to get the ball out of his hands, bring an extra defender, and force somebody else to beat you.
I agree with you. Make him give it up.
Backing down his lead. Right from outside. Another three for Golden State.
And Golden State last year shattered the franchise record for best three-point percentage in a season, and they did it pretty easily. They shot 39% last year. Amazing numbers.
Dooling the pass to Jennings. Bogut. Shoots from 12, and there's Dooling. That's good on the assist by Bogut. Dooling's got his first points in this one. Steve, that three-point percentage for the Warriors is second best in the league last season. I don't think anybody, Clark, expected them to shoot that well.
Especially when they traded away Anthony Morrow, who led the league in three-point percentage as a rookie. But the other guys just kind of stepped up and showed they could knock down the long ball too, Kevin.
Jennings kicks to Bogut. Passes it to Dooling. Outside Jennings. And there's the feed to Bogut. Just 5 to shoot. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee.
You know, they've really had the upper hand in rebounding all game long. If the game stays this close, rebounding could play a big part in the end.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, a big advantage for them here, and they've certainly needed it.
Here is Amundsen. From beyond the arc. And the ball goes out of play following the shot. And the Bucks with some changes. Drew Gooden is checked in for Bogut. Delfino comes in for Keon Dooling. And it's Udrich in for Brandon Jennings. Golden State also making some changes. Biedrins comes in for Louis Amundsen. And it's Ellis in for Al Thornton. And Udrich kicks to Gooden. The pass to Udrich. He kicks it to Delfino. Three-pointer. That is good. And that ties it up.
Another open look, hits bottom from outside.
Yep, and that's 3 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Dishes to Biedrins. Lifts up. Soft touch off the glass. Biedrins has got 6.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Come on, Beto, you got this.
Now Udrich. Kicks it to Ilyasova. Guarded by Wright. It's a look. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
It's been all about ball movement here. Great passing.
Yeah, anytime you've got an unselfish team, the ball will find the open player.
Right side. Launches it. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Wright's got 19 points.
What a quarter for him, and with this lead, I mean, they might as well just ride him the rest of the night.
Here's Udrich, guarded by Kerr. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, injuries were such a major factor for this team a year ago. And coming off a season when they had made the playoffs and had high hopes, it was a very disappointing campaign for the Bucks.
And the first one at the line is good. Steve was talking about the injuries and some of the guys they miss. Bogut and Maggette and Salmon's all missing time.
Yeah, and then by Mute, too. I mean, he's been a solid player, but he had some downtime with injuries. I mean, that's a lot of scoring and defense from guys we named, and the Bucks really missed them. You've got to be healthy, and you've got to have your key players healthy to try to be the best you can be, and that just wasn't the case for Milwaukee.
Ellis outside. Curry dishes to Biedrich. Ellis, there's the three. Another three for Golden State.
6 points in short order. 2 straight from deep. That's what can happen with the 3-ball.
Yep, they've got it going. Nice, clean looks.
Here's Ilyasov, and he drains it.
Huge 3 to cut it close going to halftime. It's still anyone's ball game. Darrell Wright has been playing well. 19 points, and he's hit 4 from beyond the arc. A weapon with those 3-point shots.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, he is using the long-range jumper to deadly effect, Clark.
The Warriors on top, leading by just 1.
And it's been a great game out in Milwaukee. Thanks for joining us for the HP Halftime Report. The Warriors are putting up one heck of a fight. They're a powerhouse rebounding team, and it's been more than apparent in this one. Darrell Wright has been on a roll in the first half. He's up to 19 points and is scoring efficiently to boot, making the most of his touches. Meanwhile, the Bucks not to be outdone. Sharp shooting from downtown, they're raining triples nonstop. Some textbook basketball from Steven Jackson. Give him the credit for the effort he's put out there to this point. At 58% from the floor, he is taking care of business. And we check out the players leading their teams in scoring. A lot of offense coming from these two. That's it for us here in the studio. We thank you for joining. Now, we'll send you back to the second half action.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Here's Jennings. For the lead. Jump shot is good. Jackson's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Bucks. And here is Ellis. Right side Curry. And Biedrich backs in. It's stolen by Bogut.
Great job defensively, getting out and
And the big-time jam. Let's see it again with the spike slam jam.
Now that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Warriors trail by 3. Outside Curry. Lee passes to Curry. It's Ellis on the wing. Guarded by Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Curry can't get it to go.
Steven Jackson is really a good perimeter defender, Kevin. I mean, a big body, 6'8", and he knows how to use his size, and he's got a toughness that you love to see.
Here's Bogut. And another basket for Milwaukee.
It's been all makes for him so far this half. 3 chances and 3 conversions so far.
Well, going Here's Curry. Steven Jackson covering. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 6 points. And the Warriors' up-tempo style, a contrast with the way a lot of Eastern teams play.
Well, yeah, a lot of the Eastern teams play a slower pace, and they have to be ready to run when they go up against a team like Golden State.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist from Brandon Jennings. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
Here's Lee, and Bogut sends it back. Bucks leading by 6. Tries to save it. Here's Curry. He has 6. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, and really a nice pace to their offense.
Jackson kicks to Delfino. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's a 9-point Bucks lead. Here's Ellis. He's got 8. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And Coach could tell they were out of sync. He's going to try to straighten it out.
Here's Ellis. Steven Jackson covering. Ellis against Jackson. Shoots from 12.
They're struggling here. They're just 1 of 5 to start this third quarter. They've got to loosen up here.
Here's Delfino. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Delfino's got 8 points. Warriors trail by 11. Curry with it. 6 points for him. And Jennings picks him up defensively. 6 on the shot clock.
Turnover. Bucks ball.
Here's Jackson. 11-point game. Here's Delfino. 8 points for him. Now here is Bogut. Jackson against Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to Jennings. With the fadeaway. Warriors with the rebound.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And Baamute against Wright. Jennings gets the reach-in call. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Brandon Jennings. His second first team.
Here's Curry. Steven Jackson covering. Ellis against Jennings. Clock at 6. Shot to stop the drought, and he nails the jumper. 10 points for Ellis.
And that's what he does. I mean, he takes advantage. If you're going to play poor defense, he's going to get a hoop easily.
Good look. Jackson misses.
Boy, he had a good look there.
Got to take those when they come.
Jackson against Ellis. Back to Curry. Lee outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Puts up a three. Curry. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Making a switch here, the Bucks. Udrich is checked back in. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Now Delfino. He's got 8. Now Wright defending. Ellis against Jackson. Here's Udrich. Over Curry. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
Warriors trail by 11. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
Yeah, knocking down the open shots and really getting a nice flow to their game.
Another miss by Curry.
Right now, he's in a bit of a funk. I'd look for them to look at other options on offense. Kevin, Stephen Curry was the 7th pick in the 2009 draft, and if they did that over, he might be the 2nd pick. I mean, he's a terrific shooter and good potential as a playmaker. I think the Warriors got a steal.
Bogut, defended by Beadrich. It's blocked. Here's the Warriors with the ball. 11-point game. Ellis, left side. Right for 3, and the Warriors miss again. Talking about the future of Steph Curry, Clark. He joined Team USA for the World Championships in 2010, and to make the team after just his rookie season, Steve, a very impressive distinction.
Yeah, winning a gold medal. What an experience that was for Steph Curry and for a Warriors organization that hasn't had an all-star in almost 15 years. Curry represents the future of that franchise.
Ellis against Jackson. Shot from free throw range. Shots good by Ellis. Ellis has got 4 this quarter.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, the jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
Now, the Bucks had all kinds of problems last year, and they really didn't do a good job against the Western Conference. In fact, they failed to even reach double-digit wins against Western Conference opponents.
From 11 feet away, Bogut. He connects. Bogut's got 12 points in the game.
Well, that's been nice, efficient work, guys, that he's been doing. I mean, we haven't seen him take many bad shots, and that's the sign of a mature, poised player.
And here is Curry. He's got 6. Beadrich passes to Curry. He's guarded by Udrich. And the Warriors tack on 2 more. Back to that point Steve was making with the Bucks in the West. Clark, Western teams have no problem scoring.
Well, it starts with, one, the talent that's out in the Western Conference across the board and in style of play. The Bucks, on the other hand, had all sorts of problems putting up points, and it just made for a bad combination. Playing and trying to beat the West and not being able to score, that's a recipe for not being successful.
And Wright kicks to Curry. Over Jackson. Another miss by Curry.
Well, unfortunately, he just has not been able to produce offensively to this point.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Udrich, defended by Beadrich. And another basket for Milwaukee. Here's Ellis. 12 points for him. Baseline J on the way. Fired short, but gets the kind roll and goes in. Ellis has got 14 points for the game. Bucks leading by 11. Now Udrich. 6 points for him. Outside Jackson. Guarded by Wright. And taken away by Ellis.
A lot of hands down there on the block. That's a tough position to be in offensively.
Curry dishes to Beatrice. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Mbamute with it. Jackson kicks to Bogut. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 14 points for Bogut.
Well, they keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Goes up. Here's Ellis. Bucks leading by 13. Shot's good from Mbamute. Mbamute has got 4 points now in the quarter. And it's the Warriors with the ball, down by 15. Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. Beatrice down low, covered by Bogut. Just 5 on the clock. Ellis the pass to Curry. And stolen by Udrich.
Too many miscues, guys. Their lack of attention and focus has really held them back here.
Well, it's like the first rule of medicine, Steve. I bet you didn't know this. Do no harm. Well, their turnovers are making for a tough recovery.
Releases. There's David Lee on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, they've done a lot of their damage from mid-range here, guys. I mean, knocking down those shots with regularity.
Yeah, how about 8 of their last 10 points, guys, coming off that mid-range area jump shot. So, shows you don't have to be at the rim to score.
No good from Delfino.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah, but if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
Shoots a 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. We're seeing a tremendous game from Steven Jackson.
You might want to draw up a couple plays for him because he's been great from the outside.
Yeah, you know what, Steve? It's like there's nobody else in the gym the way he's shooting. I mean, sometimes you get in that zone from deep, and I'm sure you've known about it and done it in your past, but he's in that Steve Kerr zone.
And we'll return momentarily. So as we get rolling here in the 4th, let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, for the Sprite Spark Report. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, the spark in this game, the big push by the Bucks. They look like an entirely different team on the defensive end following halftime. When they came out of the locker room with a new level of intensity, that is how they got control and jumped out in front in this one.
Thanks, Doris. Mark, it was a scoring run that proved extremely important.
Yeah, Kevin, you know what? I think that's exactly when they grabbed this one by the throat, really seized control of it.
And you could see their energy just building as the game went on. And by the end of that run, they really took control of everything.
Jennings against Ellis. Clock at 4. Shoots over Jennings. And that one's good, Ellis. Ellis has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Warriors. Bucks leading by 11. Here's Jackson. Bogut down low. He's against Amundsen. No good from Bogut.
As great as they've been on the board so far, they just haven't found a way to get out on top.
Yeah, but if they continue to rebound, they can put together a little run here and cut into this lead.
Fires from deep. Shots good by Ellis. Ellis has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Steven Jackson on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Williams against Jackson. From the line. No good. Now Golden State takes it the other way. Their biggest deficit was 15.
You know, the hardest part of that play was getting to the rebound. After that, it was easy.
Ellis against Jennings. Right, left side. Jennings against Ellis. With the clock winding down, it's hauled in by Ilyasova. Bucks leading by 10. Outside Jennings, picked up by Ellis. Jennings kicks to Gooden. Open look. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
Well, there's a big spread between these teams and how many of their baskets have been assisted on.
Well, you have to give credit to them for how well they've been able to find the open man with that extra pass.
Lee, a screen on Jennings. Ellis dishes to Lee. Puts it up. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Here's Jennings. He's guarded by Ellis. Outside Jackson. Over Williams. And another basket for Milwaukee. Warriors trail by 12. Ellis outside. He dishes it to Wright. Here's Lee. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Lee's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Jennings. Here's Gooden. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got 6 assists now in the game.
Now, points in the paint have been a huge factor here for them.
Steve looking to take it inside and go up strong. That's a remedy for success.
Williams outside. And the rebound goes to Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's Jennings. He passes to Bogut. He's guarded by Ellis. Fires it up. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Excellent job recognizing he wasn't strong enough to back him down and then took the jumper instead.
Knocked away. Jennings with the steal.
They just haven't been as solid as they were earlier in the game in terms of taking care of the basketball. Knocking down shots, really playing well here in the fourth.
You know, I call it playing through the finish line, not running to it, playing through it, and that's what they're doing, right to the final buzzer.
Backing down his lead. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
And one thing you heard about David Lee in his first year with the Warriors was how much he brought to the table in terms of leadership and work ethic. Loves to play this game, and it's so important to have a guy like that on your team to really set the tone for the rest of the young players.
First free throw is good. And getting back to Lee, for a team with a lot of youth, what Lee brought was just invaluable in that sense.
Kevin, we can never overstate the value of professionalism coupled with production. And that's what David Lee brought to the Warriors. He's productive, he's consistent, and he's a pro in how he goes about his work.
Yep. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
Boy, what a scary incident last year for David Lee when his elbow ended up in the mouth of Wilson Chandler during a collision. And and Chandler's tooth ended up in Lee's elbow. There was a scare about an infection. It took a couple of weeks for the doctors to clear everything up. Boy, are they on a tear.
You know what, Steven? Offensively, you sometimes don't know how or why it happens, but you just ride the wave as long as it's flowing.
The rebound by Gooden. Gooden's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. You know, I hate to go back to Lee's elbow, but I have to. But I know. If you saw the picture of what Chandler's tooth did, that's scary stuff.
Extremely scary. Really bizarre. I was actually amazed that he got back as quickly as he did from that.
Shot clock at 3. Jumper off the screen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Williams. Shoots over Jennings. Williams, that's good. Here's Delfino. He's guarded by Thornton. Delfino passes to Jennings. Gooden. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Gooden's got 6 in the quarter. Warriors trail by 17. Lee, a screen on Jennings. Curry kicks to Lee. Over Ilyasova. Lee with another miss. On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 16-7 run. That's good.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
Udo kicks to Thornton. Williams, he's covered by Dooley. Outside Williams. Jennings against Thornton. Blocked. Bucks leading by 19 points. Delfino with the 3. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in. A different look for Milwaukee. Red comes in for Carlos Delfino. And it's Udrich in for Brandon Jennings. Then for the Warriors, Andres Biedrins, he's checked in for Udo. Wright comes in for Al Thornton. And it's Ellison for Reggie Williams. Warriors trail by 19. Curry dishes to Lee. Wright from outside the arc. And Lee with the stuff. Here's Dooling. Now the dish to Udrich. And Curry picks him up defensively and taken away by Ellis. Takes it right up. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Monte Ellis. 10 points for Steph Curry. Here's Dooling. Ellis gets called for blocking. That is his first foul of the game.
I think he made the right call there. It's always a bang-bang play, but I don't think the defense had position.
You know, blocking fouls are never easy to whistle, but that one definitely looked like a block to me.
Here's Udrich. And Curry picks him up defensively. There's a screen. He feeds it to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Right up. Tries again. Another block. Warriors trail by 15. And here's the fast break. Here's Wright. Feeds it to Biedrins. Curry from deep. Good. Curry's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Seems to be recovering after that rough first half. Really starting to play well here.
Now Udrich. Dooling with it. Pass to Red. Looking to end the run. There's the bucket. Good. And the Bucks lead by 15.
They come right back with the triple.
An eye for an eye? How about a 3 for a 3, Steve?
Outside Curry. for three. It's hauled in by Michael Redd. Bucks leading by 15. Here's Udrich. A kick out to Redd. And Curry picks him up defensively. And there's the 3-second violation. Here's Ellis. Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Let's run our sets, make the right pass, and we'll get quality shots. Guys, back to you.
Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Dooling. He's guarded by Ellis. Now Udrich, picked up by Ellis. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. A different look for Milwaukee. And Baamute's checked in for Redd. And it's Jennings in for Keon Dooling. Warriors trail by 13. Now here's Curry. Ellis outside. Drills it from outside. Ellis has got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, he's always going to pull the trigger when you give him that kind of look.
And here's Mbamute. Now the feed to Udrich. To the paint. Gooden guarded by Kerr. And that one's good by Gooden.
Yeah, and the defense has to pick it up a little bit here. They're getting bullied inside, guys.
Yeah, they just have not competed well enough. I mean, they've not fought. You want to see fight and aggressiveness.
Ellis against Jennings. And it's blocked. And they keep possession. And that one's good. And that's 13 points for David Lee.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Outside Jennings. Picked up by Ellis. That's tipped. And taken away by Ellis.
He's been doing a nice job taking care of the ball. Not many miscues from him in this one. That's his only turnover.
That steal led to that easy transition basket.
You know, Steve, they've got those guys reeling a little bit right now.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're in front by 8. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And some changes here for the Bucks. Andrew Bogut checked in for Gooden. Delfino comes in for Ilyasova. And Steven Jackson is subbed in for Udrich. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Jennings. Clock at 6. And Curry picks him up defensively with the runner. Banks it in. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And that ought to do it. That should seal the deal.
Yep, I agree. Closing it out with relish.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're behind by 10. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Not a whole lot they can talk about here, but you do want to finish the game on the right note.
Well, I guess they're going to try to pull a rabbit out of their backpack.
Here's Curry. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Goes up. And again, it's David Lee.
He makes the most of his chances on the offensive glass, doesn't he?
Here comes Jennings. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
So the Bucks take the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Andrew Bogut.